Today we're discussing the top 5 mistakes home buyers are making in 2022. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back for another edition of Living in Coastal Delaware. I'm your host, Matt Lunden, your Coastal Delaware Realtor, and today we're discussing the top 5 mistakes home buyers are making when shopping for homes here in 2022. As always, if you're someone that's looking to move to the area, all my information is down in the description and here on the screen, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Now let's get moving. All right, so the first item on our list is going to be the most important, and that's home buyers aren't coming in educated. They've heard the market's hot, they've heard they need to move quick, and they're avoiding that first step of education. So it's important from the very start to get an idea of what our process is like here in Delaware. Obviously, this channel has a whole bunch of information on it that could be useful to you. Please, make use of it, watch the videos. I'm not just saying that, obviously it helps me, but I want to help you guys get educated on the process and make sure you understand what to expect as you're starting to look for homes. We've got a Facebook group that's in the description down below. If you want to join that, again, you can ask any questions that you'd like. I'll help answer them. We've got some lender partners in there that can help answer some mortgage questions. So any of those items, it's definitely important to get educated first, because the process can move pretty quick once you get started. It's unfortunate when we see some folks come in and they want to submit offers and they don't have their ducks in a row because they haven't done the education part first. So it's definitely important to go in and be informed of the process. So ask questions, reach out to me, I'm happy to help. But ask questions and make sure you understand the process, because we are a little bit different than surrounding states. Second on my list is going to be not coming in with a pre-approval letter. It is important in this market that you've talked with a lender before you go looking at homes. With the way things have been moving, say you come down the weekend and you're going to look at homes and you find the one you want to be in, but you haven't gotten your pre-approval letter yet. Your agent can't submit that offer without your pre-approval letter because it's going to be an incomplete offer. So you need to then call your bank, get it situated. If it's the weekend, it may be Monday or Tuesday before that bank opens up. And then it usually takes a day or two to get your pre-approval letter. So it's important to start with that step, because if you're waiting a couple days after you've seen the home to finally submit that offer, more than likely they've already gotten another offer on the property and it's already under contract. So you've missed out just because you had that gap in time. So it's important to discuss, with the lender first, try and get an idea of your budget. That way you're shopping in the right area, and then you can move a little bit quicker in submitting an offer and hopefully getting that offer accepted. That brings us to number 3 on the list, which is choosing the right lender. The lender can make all the difference in the current market. Typically it plays a part anyway, but in the current market especially, if you're working with a local lender, you're more than likely to a lot better chances of getting that offer accepted. If you're working with a big bank where you just dialed the 1-800 number and found their mortgage division, it's tougher to get the offer accepted because they don't know our market. Sometimes they don't have the best reputation for closing files on time, and these all play a part in getting your offer or making your offer the strongest possible offer. So it's important that you work with somebody local. If you use a big bank, if you use a Wells Fargo or a Chase or one of those, you can certainly use them. It's just better to use somebody at the local branch here in town, because they know the market better. They see it every day, and they're not just sitting off in some call center somewhere. So my best advice would be to find somebody local, whether that is a big bank or just a local lender. My advice is to find somebody that's local and not just off in some call center that you dial. Unfortunately, it just doesn't make your offer appear as strong as somebody who's using somebody local. That brings us to number 4 on the list, which is going to be choosing the right agent. While I hope everyone chooses me, obviously there's a ton of agents out there, a ton of great agents out there, and the most important thing is to choose an agent that's a strong negotiator, is active and currently selling in the market, so they know the market, has their finger on the pulse of the market, and then they're going to educate you. Obviously in the current market we're seeing some stuff that we may not have seen before. Maybe you bought a home 10 years ago, maybe you've never bought a home. it's important for that agent to be able to kind of hold your hand through the process and really instruct you on what to expect. We've seen some crazy things from 2020 until now. The market is still very competitive, so it's important to have somebody there that's got your best interests in mind, that is willing to, really hold your hand and explain the whole process to you. That way there's no surprises along the way. As far as somebody that's a strong negotiator, they're going to need to know the market well enough to say, hey, here's what I would do if I was placing an offer in, to give you a better idea of how to make that offer stronger. And then, obviously if they're active in the market and a strong negotiator, they've probably dealt with some of these listing agents before. And it definitely, relationships are everything in this world. So it definitely helps to have strong relationships throughout the market. The fifth and final item on our list is you need to submit your highest and best offer as your first offer. In down markets, when it's more of a buyer's market, there's definitely chances to negotiate a little bit more. But currently in the current market, if you're not submitting an offer that is strong to start, you're probably either not getting a response or you're not getting the response that you would look for. Your offer is likely not getting accepted. Unfortunately, with the way the market's been, if a home is in a good area and priced right, it's going to have multiple offers. So you need to keep that in mind as you're starting to figure out with your agent, what kind of offer you're going to submit. It's not always just price that plays a part in that. Price and the terms that go along with those prices are definitely both important. So, if your price is a little bit lower than somebody else's, but you have a lot less contingencies, that's definitely a stronger offer than somebody who's got a little bit higher price with a whole ton of contingencies. So they're all just little nuances to keep in mind, but submitting your best offer from the start is absolutely imperative. In the current market, when they've got multiple offers, more than likely they're only going to choose one or two to try and negotiate with. They're not going to go back to everybody and say, hey, we've got these 15 offers. We want everybody now to resubmit their highest and best. So pretty much what they're probably going to do is, again, deal with those top 2-3 offers and figure out the best terms and price. If you're not one of those that's leading with your strongest foot forward, it's probably going to be a little while before you get an offer accepted, and you may get frustrated along the process as to why your offer is not getting accepted if you're not submitting a strong offer from the start. Again, there's not much opportunity typically to get something below list price right now. If it's been sitting for a whole bunch of days, maybe that's your opportunity. But if it's something that's just come on the market, more than likely you have to be at or above list price to even be competitive. That's going to do it for our video on the top 5 mistakes buyers are making in the market here in 2022. I hope I was able to, give you some ideas and just help you figure out where you need to be when you start the home buying process, and just give you a little bit of education on the process. As always, if you could do me a favor, if you took some value away from this video, hit the subscribe button down below and smash the notification bell next to it. That keeps you in the loop each week when we go live with these new videos. And then if you are someone, again, if you're looking to make a move to the area, all my information is down in the description below and here on the screen, and I would love the opportunity to work with you on moving to the area. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.